Sherman and Tingle in the morning.
I want to read you something, and I'm going to say it nice and slow because I'm confused. Okay? Listen to this. Here we go. The little layer of chocolate in between the wafers in a Kit Kat bar is actually recycled Kit Kats. When Kit Kats that don't look quite right come off the line, they ground them up into paste and reuse them in future bars. Can somebody explain to me how that makes any sense whatsoever?
Well, yeah, you put the paste in between it. What's wrong with that? How does that not make sense?
They say, again, that they take the Kit Kat and it's recycled Kit Kat. That's what the inside is made of. So what was the very first Kit Kat? How'd they make that one? If the inside is recycled Kit Kat, how'd they make the first one? What'd they use for the guts in that one?
I think
that makes no sense.
You're thinking too much about this. You're very deep on this one.
I want someone to explain that to me.
What's the deal?
What is the deal?
So totally sounds like a Seinfeld bit.
Seriously, it's on this website called, I'm looking at it, it's called Mental Floss, and it says a little layer of chocolate in between the wafers and Kit Kat is actually recycled Kit Kat. When the Kit Kats that don't look quite right come off the line, they're ground up and pasted and reused in future bars. How'd they make the very first one then? The very first one. What'd they use for the guts?
They used chocolate. They had to make, it's like recycled tires, you know? That'd be the same thing. Well, how'd they make the first one? They made the first one out of rubber.
So you're saying that it was going to be, the first Kit Kat was going to be something completely different, and then they screwed it up.
The spawn.
And then made that.
The spawn of the Kit Kat.
That's your rationale?
The original one had to have been made of chocolate. What else is it going to be made of? It's like I just said, the analogy with the tires. You know, you'd have, hold on a second. I don't know if this is anything. Hey, Felicia, what's up?
Hey, yeah, no, I mean, I got to agree that the Kit Kat is making the most of their money by saving every penny and recycling all of those old Kit Kats that don't come out. So really, who's the one winning?
See, I'm confused right now by what you just said. How'd they make the first Kit Kat then, Felicia?
Well, I mean, obviously you got to spend some kind of money to make money, right?
But what are you spending the money on?
Wait, are you really asking this question?
I'm dead serious. How does that make sense?
I don't eat candy.
How does that make any sense whatsoever? If they say they use it from recycled Kit Kat, how did they make that the first Kit Kat then?
What do you think they made it of? This is such a ridiculous question.
That's exactly right. Why I'm saying that. Because it makes no sense. It's ridiculous.
What do you think it's going to be made of? Plutonium?
What is it made of? How'd they make the first Kit Kat?
They made it with the chocolate.
So you're saying it was just a solid chocolate bar?
No. So you have the wafer, right? In between? Like if you break open
all
a Kit
the stuff
Kat,
in between, yeah.
Yeah, if you break that open, so you have the wafer. That's not the paste. So there's a wafer, then the stuff between the wafer, which is the paste now, and then a wafer.
That paste that you're talking about is from recycled Kit Kats.
Yes.
How did they make that first Kit Kat then?
Oh,
give me a break. Give me a break.
How'd they make it?
How the freak are those Kit Kats made?
All right, listen, I think you're freaking out right now. I don't know what's going on with you. Do you need to have your,
I'm just saying, I saw that and it just struck me as odd. It just makes no sense.
Look at Don is even on my side here.
Mr. Tingle.
Explain it to me, Don.
Clearly you have a feminine side because this is overthinking in the classic sense, dude. Come on. Just eat the Kit Kat and be done with it.
You just won over every woman that's hanging out with us right now. Why would you go and say something like that?
Ladies on that one.
You basically called all women stupid by that accusation.
No, I said overthinking, not underthinking. We're the underthinkers. They're the overthinkers.
Oh, we're just busting your chops, Don. That was funny.
I know.
Listen, I love Kit Kat. I just don't understand when I saw that and how that makes any sense, and it just confused me. I thought about
I'd so much rather have a Reese's peanut butter cup, but once in a while a Kit Kat is nice.
Every time I hear that Reese's commercial, it plays on the drive too. It says, "If this was a Reese's commercial, you'd hear me say Reese's." I hear racist every time I hear. If this was a racist commercial, you would hear me say like,
well,
"What?"
At least you said Reese's and not Reese's, like some people do. That makes no sense whatsoever.
No. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. We might have an answer here. Hold on. Die and Gurney. This is a ridiculous question.
I can't answer your question, but I can make you more irritated.
Okay, go. Go.
So, this is over 30 years ago, so my memory is not correctly, but I used to work packing candy for M&M Mars.
Okay.
And I am remembering correctly that inside of a Three Musketeers is old Three Musketeers bars.
That can't make sense.
Now look what you've done now.
I don't make the rules,
kid.
I just report the details. Sorry.
But do you understand my argument? Is it die or D?
I think it was die. It was die. It's a goofy thing it's obvious. It was chocolate. What else would it be?
See, this is the thing that's driving me crazy.
If I were to bring this question up, do you know how much you would tear me apart?
But you're saying that it was just chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay? That is not correct because they said they use recycled Kit Kat bars. Kit Kat bars are not just chocolate. They have the inside. So how did they make that inside from the first one?
I think you need to go to the doctor again, man.
Maybe I do.
Tingle is experiencing a brain tumor moment. Please stand by.
I don't know what's. We need to test you out.
Again, with the Three Musketeers. Oh, it's recycled Three Musketeers. Okay, how'd they make the first one then?
Hey, Peter, we should just stop this. Peter.
Yeah, let's stop it right now.
All right.
I want an answer, Peter. I'm not stopping until I get an answer.
Peter from Pewaukee.
All right. Here's your answer, Tingle.
Okay.
They had to have made other things before the Kit Kat, as far as candies or other things. But so probably they were smart and knew that they're going to have waste and stuff they couldn't use anyways. So what if we just took all those ingredients to start with and mashed them all together to make a paste? And it's like, oh, there's our filler from all this wasted stuff, and now we just put it in between the wafers, and away we go.
I think he was saying,
thinking ahead and knowing.
I think let me explain what Peter was talking about. He said that the original Kit Kat was filled with asbestos. That's what he said. So, I mean, thank God we don't have the original Kit Kats, Tingle.
Okay, I understand where Peter was going with that, and he said, hey, they made they took all this other stuff and made the Kit Kat bar. But if you see here, it says that it was made from Kit Kat, nothing else.
If there's a doctor in the house, can you please call so we can have Tingle come to you and visit?
Yeah, take that to work.
You're listening to the Sherman and Tingle Show on 97.1 FM The Drive and on the Drive mobile app.